Hey guys, TrinityPact here. I don't know why I was there. We're gonna be reacting to that, but not right now. Yeah, so we're gonna be reacting to Immortal Machine, made by Dead Sound. So this guy, he's been creating a series called the Automaton. It's a dystopian animated short film. Pretty much like he makes Autodale. That's what it's called. I just remember the top of my head. He makes a pretty cool videos, not gonna lie. I highly suggest check his channel. He makes the children's toys. I believe this is somehow related, along with the freaks. Don't feed the freaks. Yep. No more monsters. They've never seen this. I should, but did not watch that. Also, Friendly Shadow, Model Citizen. He made a lot. Let's just say that. But oh, and I did not watch Scary and Strange, I don't think. But anyways, so recently this came out. In fact, it came out yesterday. So I thought, like, you know, what you guys may or may not have heard, I'm just focusing on reactions videos on Saturday, really. So like I said, one animation, one trailer of any kind, whether it be movies or anything. One just like SCP, Warhammer, or some other things. I don't know, whatever I'm interested in. So something weird, and then one daily dose of internet. So let's just do that. And yeah, like I said, this is our animation for.
I seem to have forgotten my
for this
name. Miss. No.
Oh, maybe before I jump in. So, like you just see, this is a city called the Autodale. Yeah, Autodale is like in a dystopian city, like Lily says, where outside of it seems to be really screwed up. There doesn't seem to be any sort of civilization except in Autodale, and Autodale itself is really screwed up, is per se. It's I'm guessing. In order to keep alive, they're doing their best, and in this case, for their best is like sacrificing humans or some weird things going on. I don't know the full story, obviously, even though despite watching the whole series as it is, but there's a lot of like hidden like backstory that I'm not aware of. But it's very cool. But yeah, let's jump in.
Life. A husband. The exceptional girl is what they call me now. The first one to figure it all out. The atrocities, all of the lies. And they didn't like that. I remember running from my family, from my home. Everywhere. Eyes. Spies. There are no monsters here, sweetheart. Dreadful, heavy metal footsteps with tinny, shrill voices.
So I guess obviously we've seen the exceptional girl from other episodes, the previous episode. Well, you guys didn't see it, I did, but the weird figure right there was the hive mind, I believe. And she's the exceptional girl. So I'm guessing that's. So the exceptional girl became the hive mind of some sort of.
You, the first to finally see through the veil. You, the one who's discovered some sinister truth. You, the one who...
That's really cool design. What?
Think you understand.
Maybe. I mean...
All the lies. All the needless atrocities.
It's like, this guy was used to be human by the looks of it, but obviously he's trying to be kept alive as possible.
There is reason.
Kind, despite kind of brutal.
I want to show you.
Really cool design. The way it looks like pretty much skin's peeling off and stretched.
He called himself the mayor.
A mayor.
What did he want with you? What did he say? The creature told me a story.
Forbidden fairy tale.
Autodale's forbidden fairy tale, he called it.
Right. Ooh. So I'm guessing this was previously? Yikes. That's a yikes, if you ask. So they're suffering under some sort of disease.
Of a great inventor
Great inventor.
who, with the hand of a wilting goddess,
Goddess? Ooh. That is some
managed to
Lovecraftian.
save us all.
Not Lovecraftian god, I guess. That's more creepy.
He's still not dead! Press me!
But yeah, no, that is a nice picture, guys. Like nice illustration. Oh, beautiful. Wait, is the god inside? The goddess inside the tower? Is that what it is? The case? We did see a big giant freaking. By the looks of it, a big giant looking goddess once in one of the episodes. Maybe that's what the case is. Maybe that's what's lurking inside the tower.
You are the first to discover the truth. Please,
He looks so cool. His design looks so cool.
with me.
The way he's like some sort of a rotting carcass, like the Emperor from Warhammer, being kept alive, but except the Emperor is more sat in a chair. Meanwhile, this guy is mobile and obviously alive. What the fudge is that? What are you? That's new. I don't think I've never seen that design before.
After
Or
enough
anything related to that.
isolation and time,
Isolation and time.
come many
Watch the doorway.
doubts.
Many doubts. Of what?
I have brought you here for a fresh perspective.
For a fresh perspective, he says.
Perhaps you, Autodale's exceptional girl, can forgive my necessary
Evil.
sin.
Sins. Okay. That works too, I guess. Let me guess. That's a goddess? That's where the goddess is now, currently? What is it? I mean, we already know what that ugly means, but what does... I don't get it. What am I looking at? Blood?
That poor, lonesome thing seemed awfully burdened by his creation.
Why, what is it? What is a creation?
But after seeing all of the atrocities, hearing all the necessary lies, he almost seemed disappointed. But I began to find it all really rather impressive.
The hive is weird.
Just admiration.
What?
Seems like a little more than admiration, honestly. me. How tragic. His affections belong to someone else. Tell us what you haven't been telling. From the moment he told me of Autodale's past, I knew. And she's the only one that I'd consider his equal.
Yeah, that's the goddess. Dude, I'm.
You must understand. The world outside is sick.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
She
I mean, so far there's barely any population left outside.
safe. A beacon of the old world.
Like, there doesn't seem to be any sort of population right outside Autodale, with the exception of the freaks, which
Keep her alive. Where all her kin have fallen.
Ah, okay, I see. So she needs to be sacrificed life to keep alive.
What we've become. What Autodale has to do.
She must be. She needs to have sacrifice. What are you doing, guys?
It was all necessary.
Evil. Unnecessary evil.
And those chilly voices, those pretty faces. There are no monsters here. The lies we spit. They monsters
To create an everlasting cycle.
kindness.
So now the full story's out of picture. I don't think she's enjoying that. Maybe you shouldn't be doing that. She doesn't want, by the looks of it, she's not liking it. So I'm guessing enslaving a god in order to, a god or goddess, in order to keep everything alive. Makes sense. Wow, okay, now this actually explains the whole story of the, like, I've been watching this animation for a very long time, ever since, like, the first few came out, related to the dystopian animation, the Autodale series, sorry. Yeah, now it explains a lot of things, because I ever since I used to watch this, I always wondered what the story is, and I think that's pretty much done, right?
For watching this far, this film was extremely difficult to make. A making of video covering that process will be out.
And this is the one they show the freaks, and that's pretty cool too. But okay, so I'll tell you pretty much what I know, and then we'll pretty much try to break it down. So first, the Autodale series it's pretty good. I'd always suggest watching the full show, which is the model citizen. Okay, let's first start from the very beginning. Obviously, no, not that one. Being pretty, no monsters. I don't know. Mother Nature seems to be related. Seeing, yeah, the goddess looking thing. That sound might be even related. Now, I never watched these two, so I guess it's good. I'll watch this by myself. Just to see what's it about. But children's toy. Don't feed the freaks. Oh, this one was one of my favorite, I think. If I'm correct, what's it like? Yes, don't feed the freaks. Yes, Autodale is back. Is not the right one. Model citizen. friendly shadow than the Immortal Machine. This just came out yesterday. This is pretty cool because, yeah, it shows a heavy emphasis on like.
Did she shoot that one out of the air?
I mean, like I had a generalistic guess on that. Hey, it must be because they are trying to sacrifice to keep the cycle going and to not make sure humanity just gets snuffed out. And yeah, now looking at it, that seems to be the case there. Except I didn't know it was related to anything but God type thing, until so clearly they're sacrificing humans in order to keep the goddess alive. The goddess itself, though, I don't think she appreciates being kept alive like this, considering she's all Mother Nature looking thing. And now looking at this, it says Mother of Nature, so who knows if she is quote unquote supposed to be Mother Nature and you're just enslaving the goddess. That's pretty fucked up. I wouldn't be in a situation like that either. So, but anyways, this is the Hive, I believe, the Hive Minor Hive. So now we know she is the exceptional girl, which is, I believe, back at No Monsters. This girl right here is the Hive. So that's pretty cool. I did not know that. I mean, I had a generalistic feeling that she was part of one of the Hives. See, as you can see, there's multiple personas. They seem to be in a very demented, crazy type deal. If you watch the previous episode, I keep tabbing back out. So I'm gonna just keep it like this. Friendly Shadows is the first introduction of the Hive. So, and they look pretty demented. Not gonna lie, crazy in fact. Very crazy. Yeah. This is a mayor, a new character that we have never seen. Very interesting character, by the way. Like, he looks all like you could see his skin's falling off. Now, I'm guessing he's a very old figure, considering that Autodale stood for, I don't know, however many years, centuries even. So I guess, yeah, it makes sense that his skins are slowly starting to fall off. His organs seems to somehow being barely functioning through the use of technology.
Autodale's.
And what I don't get is, why would you become the Hive? I don't see the reason. And also, now that we get to know that there seems to be something behind here, there seems to be some sort of pestilence, some type of disease. See, like, she's sick. And the girl right here seems to be very sick with something. Obviously, she gets cured. So clearly there's something related to that part too. I don't know yet, because this Autodale series is slowly unfolding now. Like now it's been fully confirmed why they're going on a killing, why they always kill the humans after every so often. Like they seem to be killing anyone who's not pretty, quote unquote not pretty. Like it says on this episode, anyone who's ugly. Or out of the norm. I'm sorry to say this, but even let's just say, if you're bi or gay, in fact, they seem to target those people too. And if you're just not anything of the norm, they just really hate, by the looks of it. So, but now we get to know the reason why. It's because, yeah, they just need sacrifices, really. And they're using that to pretty much power up the god, keeping the cycle going ever so often, and to not let humanity stuff. So now let's break down the video. Yeah. People here are pretty much brainwashed, so I'm guessing their husband kind of told the community, told the robots to, hey, yeah,
To be honest,
that's a thing. My wife is too much, and kind of reported her. I don't know what happened there. Okay, there's obviously these guys are the kind of quote unquote the cops, the law bringers type deal, always run by machines. So And also nice throne. This is a nice looking throne as well. Like, I don't know, it shows that power. I don't know, I just like it. Like a tyrant type thing. Like a tyrant's throne. Really.
See through the veil. You, the one who's discovered.
Not gonna lie, like I thought he was mad at her. And to be honest, when I seen the Immortal Machine and then like the very beginning portfolio, because yeah, obviously that looked kind of weird. I thought she was gonna be turned into see, like the exceptional girl. I did briefly watch this. I skimmed it over, but just because I want to know more about the Hive. And obviously I knew the exceptional girl was the Hive, somehow related to the Hive. Don't know much about it. Yeah, but I just lost my train of thought. I thought this episode was where we get to see her turn into the Hive, but clearly not the case.
Okay, come to me.
And I like how they, even though he seems like this great tyrant type figure, this being of that seems like he's narcissistic in a way, or just saying I have the power type deal, like power hungry. No, I mean you could see his humanity despite all this. It's like saying I don't want to do this, but this has to be a reason. This is the right reason. This is the right thing to do type deal. And I like that. It brings, rather than make the character more of a 2D type deal, they make a 3D depth toward him, and I like that. Unless he is
atrocities.
Like needless atrocity. I thought that character would be more of a 2D type deal, but no, this is 3D depth towards him. I like it.
There is reason.
And just the fact that he shows kindness kind of took me off guard.
And
I still can't believe she's the exceptional girl. Like I've seen her back hit no monsters, and that's pretty cool. I think it's no monsters. Yeah, I think it's no monsters.
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of sickness is this? But yeah, well designed for the goddess.
Managed to save us all.
Like this looks like something out of a Lovecraft or something, I don't know, like eldritch horror. I like that. It's well illustrated. Like this is, despite being so black and white sometimes. Dead Sounds makes such a good like just very deep horror. Like it's not just like jump scare type horror. Oh, woo, wow, my gosh, type deal. It's like something like very deep inside. Something so ancient and so like. It's great overall. I'm trying to say it's like something out of Lovecraft, really, or like Stephen King universe, really. It's just great. And obviously now we know that big tower is actually where they contain the goddess. I thought the goddess was like equally like just power hungry type deal. Like, oh, look at me, I just like to feed upon the corpses of humans. That's what I thought. Turns out that's not the case.
The first.
And okay, like right here, we get to see these weird looking humans. They're like they clearly have machine spine with machine hands, like second pairs of hands coming out, but their faces like all like sewn up. For what reason is that?
After enough isolation and time come many doubts.
And I'm guessing he's having many doubts now because like after Lily says after isolations and time, I'm guessing that's what he said. Yeah, there's a lot of time to reflect, and even in the Infinity Wars and Marvel's, Thanos kind of reflects, right? He's like all broken at the, I forgot after Infinity War.
Sorry, I was looking at my phone.
But yeah, pretty much it's like that. But like I guess yeah, he is sacrificing a lot of humans in order to keep the rest of humanity alive. In a way, it's like kind of like the SCP world where they sacrifice a lot of D-boys most times just to keep, I don't know, some other horrors, well, locked up. If you know, like the Deer God is another one. They seem to, and other like SCPs require some sacrifice related things. Like, for example, 106, I believe, the old man, he needs sacrifice in order for him not to break out, kind of deal. They need to like lure some poor D-boy into the what do you call it, the cranium breaker or something like that, the femur breaker thing machine, right? So that 106 can play with him. And how does she find out what it is? It took me like, even from this, like looking at it, I was like, well, like what is that? But like no, it's apparently to some essence or blood. Obviously, it's blood.
Forgive. Like necessary.
And considering humans have only like 5 gallons.
Oh, did you not hold on?
1.2 to 1.5 gallons, which is 5.5 liters of blood. How much? So this is water bottle. Let's see how much it has. 500 milliliters.
Not a bad idea. I'll need that coming up.
Okay, it says 500. It doesn't. It's not. My camera quality sucks. So technically, 2 water bottles make 1 liters. People have 5.5. So times 5.5. Really, just imagine like that. That's a lot of blood. I'm not gonna lie. Now, that's a lot of blood.
Seemed.
And she looks, the exceptional girl seems to be pretty fucked up
to
now.
Find it all.
Really, rather impressive. You really admire him, don't you?
And seeing how there's more than just one person, obviously it means that, yeah, somehow, like, there seems to be more exceptions coming out. Like, I don't know the full deal of this.
Just admiration.
There's clearly more than one, like these 2.
Seems like a little more than admiration.
And why is she hugging? Like, how did this situation happen? Like, I'm just so curious. I'm like, the Hive is, in general, seems to be interesting character. Like, especially as you see that's the spine coming out right there. How did that happen? And also, one of these characters. Let's see if it shows.
From the moment he told me
Where is it?
I'm unloading every bullet I got.
Yeah, there we go. That one too. What happened here? He seems to be trying to punch someone, then got stabbed.
his
Like,
affections
what happened?
belong
I don't get like how the situation happened. Like, the Hive in general is so weird.
I'm getting like shaky
Like-
screen though.
How did that form? Obviously, Hive is a leader, kind of deal. Yeah, I don't know what's
That
going
scene is
on.
ass.
I'm so curious.
Understand.
You can't always hit that guy up top.
The world outside is sick.
And he says sick, but that's not truly the case, because by the looks of it, outside there seems to be a lot of the freaks. Freaks, I don't, to be honest, truly understand. Freaks are weird. Like, as you can see, the freaks are what these guys, lizard-looking guys, very big boys. But the freaks itself is weird because they don't. I don't know. If you watch Don't Feed the Freaks, is it this one? Yeah. If you watch Don't Feed the Freaks, they seem to be human. Spoilers if you guys wanted to see it yourself. But yeah, they look kind of like human, but not really. It's weird in a way. I don't understand at that point. But yeah. And obviously they show human, like in Friendly Shadows, another where the freaks are shown again. They show some that, like, for example, one of the little baby freak was showing drawing a picture of him and another girl. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's shown at the end of somewhere here. Yeah, this one.
Mark White, Hannah Knott, Austenhausen, Rogue Wright, Matt DeJoy.
See, like the little girl and the little baby freak was like kind of like playing around together in the sewers, and the little freak was drawing pictures of it. It's interesting, really interesting. So like, outside's not really dead, but yet this, I don't know, it's really cool, and there's a lot of things behind story that we don't know yet. Although this does open up, while this have opened up many questions, like there's still a lot of it answers some, like why is it every time we see, like, the model citizen is a good example. I guess I'll show you quickly. Look at them. Okay, now they're ugly because, like, okay, it didn't say ugly before, but I'm guessing it says ugly now because they're old. And look at this kill line. I don't want to be in this situation. Oh gosh. But anyways, yeah, every time I see that, every time I watch any of his Dead Sound, it shows, well, most times I see it, it shows a little bit of that, you know, kill pit or some bullshit like fucking execution. I don't want to. Anyway, so obviously we've been seeing that. Had a hunch that it might be related to sacrifice some sort of way. Did not know that it was some sort of a goddess though. So, and now we know why they kind of do that way too. So, anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for this video for Immortal Machine. After I upload this, I will put the links on both Immortal Machine, Dead Sound, and since I technically watched it, I will also put Model Citizen down in the links below. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and see you guys next time. Bye!